Hey guys, happy day. Yeah, so today is day 26 of our 30 days moisture retention challenge, and meaning it's been about, yeah, pretty much a month now. Yeah, like 4 weeks. Wow. Okay, so yeah, 26 days out of the 30 days moisture retention challenge, meaning that we only have about 4 days left, right? Only 4 days left, and then this challenge will be over. Alright. Okay, all right. So, you guys, so for those that are watching for the very first time, hi, welcome. My name is Adiola, and I help naturalists with type 4C hair to learn more about moisture retention and also hair growth tips so that you can continue to love the hair of yours and grow healthy long hair. All right. So today's video is brought to you by my t-shirt store, the Coins and Glory apparel store. So today I'm wearing the Pray and Slay t-shirt. And you can find it on the Etsy store. So I'm going to leave a link below the video after the live session. But let me just quickly do a quick uh, modeling of this t-shirt. So this is what it looks like, right? So yeah, so that's that's pretty much what it looks like. Okay, let me just fix this so at least more of my face can show here. Okay, all right. So guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me all throughout this challenge. For those who have been opening my emails, sending me responses, commenting, pretty much for those who are engaging and even those who are engaging in the background. Thank you guys so much. All right. So yesterday I shared 5 moisture retention tips. So if you haven't watched the replay yet, just go and check out the video from yesterday. And also today would actually be the fourth day, I believe, right? That I've been doing, the daily live videos because I want to end it off with, daily live videos. All right, so if you haven't seen any of the replays here from the previous videos, just go on my channel and then you can catch the previous replays. All right, so today's session, I'm gonna be sharing 5 more moisture retention tips for your dry, foresee natural hair. And why? So why do I keep sharing moisture retention tips? And like, why did I dedicate the month of March? You know, to learn all about moisture retention. One is because of March moisture, the sort of rhyme, and also because guys, having foresee hair, I know how difficult it can be sometimes to retain moisture in our hair, and sometimes popular method, popular products, popular technique might not work on our hair, but we cannot give up, right? We cannot give up. We just have to keep trying, coming up with new techniques, new tips, new ways, right, to keep our hair healthy, soft, and moisturized. So yesterday I shared 5 tips. Today I'm going to be sharing 5 more tips, and over the next 2 days I'm going to be sharing 5 more tips. Right. So today will be part 2 out of the 4-part series. So 5 tips on each day. All right. So let me just go over today's 5 hair tips. So again, the same format as yesterday. So I'm just going to list out the 5 tips, and then I will go back and then expound on each in more detail. All right. So first tip number 1 for today is to sleep. Oh, why is this thing scrolling down? Okay, will be to sleep on a satin pillowcase, or you can wear a satin bonnet to sleep at night. So depending on how you love to sleep. For me, most times I will wear a satin bonnet, but sometimes, because I have these braids, and sometimes, like I just want to leave my hair out, so you can sleep on a satin pillowcase. All right. So the next tip will be to hold up coloring, right? Because I know, yeah, we have natural hair and we want to play with colors, right? So maybe like don't color your hair now, especially if dry hair is such a problem, because once you color your hair, you're going to have a bigger problem with dry hair, right? So if dry hair is a problem, do not color your hair. If you need to wear some sort of a color in your hair, do what I did. Just get hair extensions and just get colorful hair extensions. And, that way you can have a different hair color, right? And the third tip I'm going to be sharing today will be, to try DIY treatments, right? DIY treatments. And I believe on a blog, I believe I'm giving away like a free like 5 DIY recipes. Yeah. Or actually that comes like it's a freebie that I threw in right with a product purchase. I'm gonna leave that products below this video at the end of the live video. So it's my 365 natural hair guide. You guys, And so when you get that, then you get the 5 DIY recipes. All right, and the next tip I'm going to be sharing will be to whenever you shampoo your hair, right? Because I believe, let me just go back. Yeah, so yesterday I talked about you have to use shampoos and conditioners that are geared towards your hair, right? Hair problem, hair needs, right? So whenever you shampoo your hair, right, you want to make sure that you also shampoo your scalp as well, right? And again, I'm going to be going in a little bit more detail about that. Okay, and then the fifth tip I'm going to be sharing today will be to use sulfate-free shampoo. So you guys probably know this already, right? Sulfate-free shampoos, that's what you need to be using on your fussy hair, right? Although sometimes it's okay to use regular shampoos, maybe once a year, once, a few times in a year, but you want to make sure that your main shampoo says sulfate-free. All right, so let me just quickly dive into more detail about each hair tip, so you guys can see that I'm looking at my screen here because I want to make sure that I get everything. Okay, so today's tip, so the first tip for today will be, drummer please, I will just go back and check it. Okay, will be to sleep on a certain pillowcase or to use a certain bonnet, right? And the reason for this is that it'll reduce the friction in your hair. So let's say I decided to go to sleep with my hair loose like this on a cotton pillow, on a cotton bed sheet, cotton pillowcase or whatnot. What's gonna happen is that my hair, right, would have a whole bunch of friction, and that's going to cause knots, breakage, tangles, and obviously our hair will feel really dry because the cotton will absorb moisture from our hair. So you want to protect your hair with some sort of a satin pillowcase at night or silk headband. Okay, all right. Tip number two, right? Tip number two will be to hold off coloring for now, right? Because coloring dries out your hair, especially if you're going to be bleaching your hair. Because whenever you bleach your hair, so let me tell you what bleach does and how the technique works, even though I'm not a hairdresser. So so to bleach your hair, right, you need to like raise the cuticles, and it works the same way as relaxing, right? So when you relax your hair, it raises the hair's cuticle, and it also raises the hair's pH level, right? So whenever you and then about 3 days ago, I talked about the fact that the reason why your hair constantly feels dry is because the cuticle levels are not laying flat, right? So that's why I recommended using the edge control gel to seal your hair. So when you bleach your hair or when you color your hair, what you're doing is you are raising the cuticle levels of you're raising the pH levels of your hair, and you're also raising your cuticles, right? And we know that, for our hair to feel moisturized, the cuticles need to be closed, right? So right now, just do not color your hair right now. Just leave it in its natural color, right? And once you figure out moisture retention, you know what product works and whatnot, then you can go and color your hair. But still, I'm going to recommend using hair coloring companies like the Shea Moisture color system, right? But if you must, wear some sort of a colorful hair, just get crochet, braids, whatnot, right? So at least you can wear um, different hair colors, or you can actually use eyeshadows. And there's a new company that launched, I think it's Color Pop or something like that, right? So it's like a chalk, like colorful chalk, and you just use it. You paint your hair with it, and for like 24 hours, you get to wear, like colorful hair, right? So that will be an alternative for yeah. All right. So tip number three, right? Tip number three will be to try DIY treatment. So popular DIY treatment will be to whip up olive oil, honey, avocado, and coconut milk, right? And guys, this works. Or yeah, so coconut milk, right? Eggs, honey, avocado, oil, guys, those works as a deep conditioning treatment, right? So you can always try, because I've had a lot of ladies tell me that regular products do not work on their hair, so they have to whip up their own hair products, right? And so they would use natural food sources, and then they would just whip it up and put it in their hair. So maybe you can also try DIY treatments as well for your hair. And again, like I said, I do have a PDF download. It's a five DIY recipes that works for fuzzy hair, but it's a freebie that I threw in to a product purchase. So you actually need to buy that product before you get that freebie. Okay. So the fourth tip, right? The fourth tip will be that whenever you shampoo your hair, right, you want to make sure that you also shampoo your scalp, right? You want to make sure that you shampoo your scalp, right? And then when you rinse off the shampoo, right, just let the soap just go down your hair. So let me show you an example, right? So usually for me, whenever I need to shampoo my hair, I would dilute my shampoo right with water, and then I would dilute it in an applicator bottle, right, or sometimes in a bowl. And I would take that bowl or that bottle, and then I would just gradually pour the shampoo mixture on my scalp. And then I would actually take my shampoo brush or my scalp massager, and then I would just, massage my scalp with it, right? Massage, 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 massage. And then when I go to rinse on my hair, right? So this is pretty much what I do, right? With, my own hair or braids, right? I would just squeeze, right? I would squeeze the shampoo in my hair, right? Squeeze shampoo in my hair. So that way, so my scalp will get most of the shampoo, right? And then my hair will get the leftover, right? So at least that way, like I'm not washing off too much oil away from my hair, right? So you want to make sure that, whenever you shampoo your hair, right? The main focus should be on your scalp, because if your scalp is healthy, then healthy hair can go out of your scalp. Okay, so the last tip that I want to share today will be to use sulfate-free shampoos. Now it's 2019. It's 2019, so meaning that like you're not gonna have any problem finding sulfate-free shampoos, and sulfate-free shampoos now are pretty much the same price as regular shampoos now. So you're not gonna have any problem. And the reason why for us naturalistas, especially type 4 naturalistas, the reason why our hair needs sulfate-free shampoos is because our hair is extremely dry, and so whenever we shampoo our hair, we need to use gentle shampoos, right? Shampoos that aren't going to leave our hair feeling stripped, right? Because with other hair textures, right, with Caucasian hair, with Indian hair, Indian hair especially, right? Because I have some Indian friends, right? Like they have to wash their hair pretty much every single day or every other day. And the reason for that is because their scalp produces so much sebum, right? And so their scalp, their hair gets very, very, very greasy, right? And so for them, they need like really heavy, really powerful shampoos, right? But in our case, especially in my case, my scalp, it most times doesn't even produce enough sebum, right? So that's why as naturalists, we always have to do the lock method or the LCO method, like whereby we would actually add oil on our hair because our scalp isn't really, producing enough. And when it does, it doesn't make its way down our hair shaft, right? So our hair, it's very different from other hair textures. So it needs something more gentle, right? So even though your fuzzy hair might look very tough, right? Remember, it is extremely weak, right? It is extremely weak. It looks tough, but it's very weak, right? So just keep that in mind, right? So that's why everything we do to our hair, we have to be gentle, right? And we have to practice TLC. TLC meaning total love and care. All right, so that's pretty much it for the part 2, right? So part 2 out of the 4-part series. So tomorrow I'm going to come back here and I'm going to share 5 more tips, right? So that will be part 3, and then Thursday will be part 4, and then I want to end everything up with a webinar. So let me just check my dates here, right? So because okay, so the last day, March 30th. All right, so March 30th, that's Saturday, right? Okay, so all right, so I'm gonna send you guys an update anyway, because on Saturday I'm gonna end everything up with a webinar. And again, remember on Friday I'm gonna be opening up enrollment to my course, Moisture Retention Blueprint. I already have a few people who signed up to be on the waiting list. So the link to get on the waiting list again will be posted below this video. And if you guys have any question that relates to this video about natural hair moisture retention or whatnot, just leave it in the comment section below this video. And tomorrow when I come back on here, I will answer your question. All right, guys, take care, and thank you again for watching the replay For those watching live, thanks for watching live, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care and bye bye.